Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to turn this into this. This is a simple little project you can get done in just a matter of minutes, really. All we have to do is cut off part of the top, flip it around and glue it on. But before we do that, we're going to run a little channel down here to hold the golf ball. It's not hard to figure out how much we need to cut off. All you do is grab your business card, throw it down here, and I want to have a little bit of that card sticking above that wood, just so people can grab a card and not, if it was below the wood, it's a little harder to grab. If it sticks above the wood, it's a little easier to grab that card. So I'm just going to lift it up a little bit like that and just make a little reference mark down here. So I'm just going to grab the square, throw it up to that reference mark there, draw a line across and go cut that off. I'm going to check to make sure this platform is square to my sandpaper, which it is not. So I'm going to loosen this up, get that set back to square, and snug that back up in place. Now we'll be sanding a nice square edge off of there. So we've got to get these sanding marks, or we have to get these saw marks off from the bandsaw. And just want to barely touch it. Now you can see how that's going to fit. We'll still have a nice straight back because of the angle, and the business cards will sit right up front, just like that. Before I glue this on, it's going to be a lot easier to put that groove in for the golf ball. I'm just going to mark where I want that to start and to stop. I think right about here I'll have it stop, and also maybe the ball will never get that far down, but that'll be good right there. I just line that up, the center line on this. That's actually two pieces glued together. You see the grain there? There's actually a center line that you can see down there. And I just line that up with the center point on this bit. I'm going to use this line as my stopping line. That looks like it's pretty close to that one point. Or that'll actually be my starting point. And I think I'm going to use this as my stopping point. Alright, let's go ahead and get this done. Alright, so now all I have to do, put a little bit of glue down here. Not too much, I don't want it to be squeezing out all over. And I'm going to do my best to line this thing up. Keep it as flush as I can on the side and on the back. Once I've got that pretty close, I'm just going to throw a couple clamps on it. I would get it out of these clamps, get this glue cleaned up real quick. One thing I want to do is round over these edges a little bit, just so it doesn't look so clunky. I want to just soften this up a bit. Oops. I'll just finish sanding this by hand a little bit. See that little burn mark? Sometimes you got to get creative to get rid of little things like that. There we go. Now it's gone. I hit all these edges with the sandpaper to round them over a little bit because a slightly rounded edge feels so much better than a sharp, unrounded edge. And people are going to want to pick this thing up. And you don't want them to feel that sharp edge, and it just doesn't shout quality when you feel that sharp edge. So it feels good now. It's all sanded. It's all smooth on the side, nice and flush on the sides and the back. All I have to do now is spray a little lacquer. So this is what the finished product actually looks like. And if you take the business card out and the golf ball out, you can see it could use a little bit more lacquer yet and a little more sanding, but you get the idea. A nice, quick, easy project, and it'll look really cool on your desk. Thanks again for watching, everybody. If you haven't entered the guitar giveaway contest yet, make sure you subscribe here, then run over to my website, SpencerAcoustics.com. Fill out that little 2-line form that pops up, and just like that, you're entered to win. Alright, everybody, it's Friday. Have a good weekend. I will see you Tuesday. Whoop. Never try and do this at 2 o'clock in the morning. It's going to be all wrecked by the time I get this done.